Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room. And now we're on to Purcell, as we've concluded Rachmaninoff and we're moving backwards through the alphabet. Now, I have to confess, I have never been a great admirer of Purcell. I really haven't. He always struck me as a big fish in a small pond. That is, a relatively minor Baroque figure who got lots of attention because there really wasn't anything else happening in England until Handel got there in the Baroque world. I mean, there was a lot happening in England, but that people cared about, and that he was a first-class talent, no question about it. And he died very young, which is always a good thing if you're English, to like drop dead, because then everybody feels sorry for you and they give you all kinds of extra musical attention because they feel sorry for you. But the truth of the matter is, he never quite came into his own, I think. I mean, there are some magnificent works. There's theater music and sacred music and a few things, and we'll talk about those. And of course, there's Dido and Aeneas. Oh my goodness! But I can live without him, and I still have way more Purcell than I ever thought I would. And the truth of the matter is, when I listen to it, I like it. I like it very much. I just don't listen to it very often. But there's some things that I think are magnificent, and we'll talk about those. And then the rest of you can dump all over me for not being a Purcellian. I can't win them all, right? You know, we all have our short-sighted moments or weaknesses or perhaps insights, depending on how you take it. Anyway, let's start at the beginning. Well, there's this weird disc on Channel Classics called Fantasia, with the Amsterdam Low-Key Stardust Quartet. Where that came from, I don't know. They play recorders. All of them play recorders. And recorder consorts strike me as kind of grotesque and annoying. And maybe one of the reasons I didn't like Purcell as much as I should have. So we have Fantasies or Fantasias that were originally written for viol consort, gamba consort of some kind, by Purcell and Richard Miko and John Jenkins, and they do Fantasias. Why did I keep this? I have no idea. I have absolutely never listened to it. I never listened to it after the first time, and have no desire to listen to it again. Then we've got, this is cute, Sweeter Than Roses. This is a collection with Emma Kirkby, Catherine Bott, countertenor James Bowman, with the Academy of Ancient Music and Christopher Hogwood. Bits of theatrical music and all that sort of stuff. Stuff from Abdelazar and Oedipus and The Old Bachelor, the Chaconne in G Major. It's just a collection of arias and instrumental pieces, and it's charming. It's very charming on Decca. I've also never played that since the day I got it, but it's charming, I can tell you that. Now, this is nicer. The Purcell Te Deum, which is very fine work, and let's see, Jubilate, and some pavans and sacred works, and Latin sacred works, and other things, with the Taverner Consort Choir and Players, Andrew Parrott, with Catherine King, Rachel Platt, Emily Van Evera, Rachel Wheatley, and all these other singers. Rogers Covey Crump. We all love Rogers Covey Crump, don't we? The tenor and Charles Daniels and people like that. There's a countertenor, Angus Davidson, Paul Agnew, and Simon Berridge. They're all tenors. And, well, anyway, they're singing. They're singing or they're playing. A lovely collection of sacred music. I enjoyed this. I have played the Te Deum again since I first got it. Yay! So there you go. That's a winner. And now, here we go. Oh, my. Dido and Aeneas with Jesse Norman, Thomas Allen, Mary McLaughlin, however she pronounces it, Patricia Kern, Helen Walker, Della Jones, Derek Reagan. He's a spirit. Countertenor. He's a spirit. With the English Chamber Orchestra and Raymond Leopard. Jane Glover is the chorus master, later to become a serious conductor of her own. Very talented one, too. This is beautiful. Jesse, you get it because you're a Jesse Norman fan. You want to hear her sing When I'm Laid. I mean, in Earth. You know what I mean, right? Yes, so there it is. The Jesse Norman one, which is there for Jesse Norman. I kept it for that reason. Purcell. I say Purcell. Why? Because some of my best friends who lived behind me when I was growing up were the Purcells. Their name was Purcell, not Purcell. And so I grew up with it as Purcell. So if I say Purcell now and again, just deal with it because it was the way I grew up with the correct pronunciation based on my neighbors. So there you go. The Fairy Queen and the Prophetess, orchestral suites. The Fairy Queen has a lot of really good orchestral music in it. It does. The problem with Purcell and orchestral guys is that all this stuff is like this long. They're like little sniglets, 2 minutes, a minute, 2 minutes, a little more, 3 minutes occasionally. It's not developed music because the means and the opportunity didn't really exist in Purcell's day for him to do that, with a couple notable exceptions. So this is on Naive, and it's with Jordi Savall and Le Concert des Nations. Yeah, back in the days when they weren't a cult, when they made good music, and they weren't trying to do things much later than Savall was suited for as a conductor. So yeah, it's nice to have this as a memento of what once was, having just survived his Mendelssohn Midsummer Night's Dream thing, which was like just horrible beyond all imagining. It's good to hear him in his Fach. That's his Fach. Stay in your Fach, whoever you are. Just know it and do it. Thank you. The Fairy Queen with Harnoncourt. Oh, yeah. Barbara Bonney, Elizabeth Fun Magnus, Sylvia McNair, Michael Chance, Lawrence Dale, Robert Hall, Anthony Michaels Moore, and all of those people. This is a good 2 hours of fun-filled Purcell. I enjoyed that. I really did. I thought that was a lot of fun. Then we've got Dido and Aeneas. Oh, we've got a whole slew of those coming. Dido and Aeneas with Christie and Les Arts Florissants, with Veronique Jean, Nathan Berg, Sophie Marin-Degour, Claire Bruas, Sophie Daneman. Oh, this is very good. This is a beautiful Dido and Aeneas. It really is. Everybody loves Dido and Aeneas because it's a whole opera and it's only like 45 minutes long, 40, 50, 51 minutes and 54 seconds, and I have like hundreds of them. Don't we all? I don't know. They just accumulate because everyone does them and we get them up. And here's the Orchestra of the Age of Enlightenment with Renee Jacob and Lynn Dawson, Rosemary Joshua, Gerald Finley. Really a good cast. Again, here's another guy, Jacobs, horrible conductor, in later music. Really just awful. But when he's accompanying or he's doing the Baroque stuff up through Mozart, he could be marvelous. And he has first-class singers, really wonderful singers here. So that's nice to have. And then we've got the other one with Lynn Dawson and Renee Jacob. Oh, look. I have two of them. Oh, this was the reissue. This is like the mid-price reissue. One opera edition. Yeah, the Renee Jacob opera edition. Who knows? They had one. And this was the thing when they originally released it, and I have it both ways. And never even noticed or cared. And then we've got, let's see. Oh, this one with Emmanuel Haim and Le Concert d'Astrée. Yeah, this one's fun. Susan Graham, Ian Bostridge, Camilla Tilling, Felicity Palmer as the sorceress. Well, that's pretty hot. So this is very good too. Yes, it really is. Actually, it's on Arsenal, not the, soccer/football team. No, it's Virgin Veritas, and it's sponsored by Arsenal. Maybe it is the soccer/football team. I have no idea. But it was a Virgin recording, back when Virgin existed, and this is nice. It's good to have too. So all of these Dido and Aeneas have their raison d'etre, and I hung on to them for that reason. And there are more to come. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.